In the early afternoon hours on September 4th, 2005, when almost all of New Orleans was underwater, bullets were flying over the Danziger Bridge. Responding to what they say was a distress call, 7 NOPD officers rode in this budget rental truck to the bridge that links Gentilly to New Orleans East and opened fire when they arrived at the scene. This is the only video ever taken of the incident. 6 people were shot, 2 killed, including 40-year-old Ronald Madison, a severely handicapped man who was unarmed. The cops maintained they were fired on and had to defend themselves. But the people shot and the families of those killed say the officers were out of control. Less than 1 year after the incident, then Orleans Parish District Attorney Eddie Jordan quietly opened up an investigation, trying to find out what really happened on this bridge. In December 2006, a grand jury indicted 7 NOPD officers on murder charges. The indictments prompted Jordan to say, "We cannot allow our police officers to shoot and kill our citizens without justification like rabid dogs."
Highly unprofessional, highly prejudicial, and highly undignified for a person in that position.
With hundreds of other officers showing support, the cops charged with murder, referred to now as the Danziger 7, turned themselves into authorities. Prosecutors say the men who opened fire on the bridge were Kenneth Bowen, Robert Gisevius, Ignatius Hills, Robert Barrios, Robert Falcon, Anthony Villavasso, and Michael Hunter. Supporters defended the officers, calling them heroes.
An accurate picture of what happened on the Danziger Bridge is going to come out, and the public's going to realize that these guys were out there doing their job, breaking their necks to protect the public in a time of crisis, and didn't do anything wrong.
Others disagreed.
Murderer must go! Murderer must go!
Citing prosecutorial misconduct in the investigation, charges against the cops were eventually dropped. A controversial move by Chief Judge Raymond Bigelow, clearing the officers of any wrongdoing. But a federal probe was just getting underway. The feds took their time, not just looking into what happened on the bridge, but what transpired after this incident. The FBI wanted to know, was there a cover-up? And by late 2009, expecting indictments, lawyers for the big police associations started taking shots at the police department and its actions in the days following Hurricane Katrina.
There was dysfunction from the very beginning, which caused a complete breakdown.
Throughout the day and throughout the week.
Then, in early 2010, more than 4 years after the initial shooting, Lieutenant Mike Lohman crossed what cops refer to as the thin blue line.
You work in this job and you're a part of a family, and you feel that family members stick together.
Lohman was not on the bridge when the incident happened, but he was the first investigator at the scene. The high-ranking officer admitted to planting a gun, making up witnesses, and falsifying statements.
This is the proverbial break that the government needs.
That's because over the next 3 months, 4 other officers pleaded guilty to playing a role in covering up what really happened, including Michael Hunter, who admitted to opening fire on the bridge. Hunter said the civilians they shot were unarmed and that another officer on the bridge stomped, kicked, and shot a man.
It now strengthens the federal government's case.
By summer 2010, 5 officers were indicted: Bowen, Gisevius, Villavasso, and Falcon, as well as homicide detective Archie Kaufman. Prosecutors say Kaufman covered the incident up after the fact. United States Attorney General Eric Holder announced the indictments.
Put simply, we will not tolerate wrongdoing by those who are sworn to protect the public. This will not stand.
Defense attorneys say their clients are innocent. Now they get their chance to prove it.
They certainly are serious allegations, but that's what they are. They're allegations, and we feel pretty confident that we know the facts of this case better than the government does, that they have some allegations in those indictments that are not true.
On your side, I'm Travers Mackel, WDSU News.